This is a quick tip video on how to download the files that are available in my cutting file shop. Now, the process is the same whether you are downloading one of the free files or a paid for file. The only difference with the free files is you have to apply the coupon code. Currently, the provider I use doesn't allow me to offer free files, and the only way that I can do this is by applying a code. This may change in the future. The first thing I want to point out is that once you have downloaded these files from my cutting file shop, these are ScanNCut proprietary files, so in the file format FCM. They do not open on a computer. There seems to be some confusion with some people downloading them and trying to open them directly on their computer and getting error messages. The error messages are nothing to do with the file that I provide. The error messages are because you are trying to open the file on your computer. ScanNCut files only open in Canvas Workspace for web or computer, or directly on a ScanNCut machine. They will not open on a computer of any kind. So if you come to the cutting file shop on my website, and then I'm just going to go and get one of the free files for now, and you can see here it says you have to apply this code at the checkout to get this file for free. So I'm going to add the file to the cart, and you can see it here, and it says currently it's £1. I'm going to view the cart. I'm going to come down here where it says add coupon code. So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to type the code for this file in this box and click apply. Now that has reduced the file to 0. So now I can click checkout, and I can follow the checkout process through. You have to put your email details in and your name, and then you click continue. You have to agree to the terms and click place order. You get a confirmation thanking you for your order, and you also get in the confirmation a button that says download. You will also receive an email confirmation, and the file can also be downloaded from the email. So I've selected download. It's asking me, do I want to allow the downloads from this e-commerce site? And then the file now has dropped into my downloads folder on my computer. If you don't know where your downloads folder is, just go to Google and type in location of downloads folder for and whatever operating system you're using, Windows 10, Windows 9, whatever it is. On a Mac, it normally drops straight into the downloads folder. I have my downloads folder in the taskbar along the bottom of my computer, but you can also on a Mac find it through the Finder. So now I'm going to close out of my website completely, and I'm just going to go to the downloads folder, which is, as I say, pinned to the bottom of my taskbar, and my file is in there, and I've just dragged it out. Now again, these files are zip files. On a Mac, when they drop into the downloads folder, they unzip themselves. For Windows, yours may show as a zip file, and again, you will have to unzip or extract the file how you would do it for any other zip file for your operating system. And again, if you don't know how to do that, just go to Google and type in the search box. So this is now the file on my desktop. Now, if I try to open this by double clicking, I get a message that tells me there's no application. And that's because, as I said, you cannot open these files on your computer. I'm now going to open Canvas Workspace for web, but this would work exactly the same way if you were opening Canvas Workspace for computer. I'm going to choose a new blank page, and I'm going to come over to the SVG icon. Now this icon is labelled confusingly, in my opinion. Yes, you can open SVG files in Canvas, but our main proprietary file is FCM, so to me that should read FCM. However, when you hover over it, it does say import SVG, DXF or FCM files. But for somebody that's new to ScanNCut and ScanNCut Canvas, I think the labelling of this icon is misleading. So I'm going to select that icon and it's asking me to choose the file. So I'm just now going to navigate to that cutting file that I've just downloaded from my website, which I've just dragged out of my downloads folder onto my desktop. So I choose file, here paper bag, and I'm going to say yes, that's the file I want. And here now is the file. Now it's come in as ungrouped. So the first thing you need to do is drag an imaginary box around it, and you can either go to edit and group, or you can right click and choose group. So that is now the file. I would save it in your Canvas workspace. You know, just call it Apple Lover 53 envelope, something like that, and save it. From here now you have options. You choose the download icon and you have two options. You can either download it back to your computer and put a USB stick flash drive into your computer and drag it onto there. Or if you have a Wi-Fi enabled machine, you just choose transfer via Wi-Fi and it will go directly over to your ScanNCut machine. And the next time you go and load your machine, you would go to retrieve data and this file will be sat there waiting for you. Now, I'd just like to point out that I'm just going to close Canvas down. The file that I downloaded directly from my shop, that I dragged out of my downloads folder, I don't need to open in Canvas. I can just put this on a USB stick if I'm not transferring it wirelessly. So from here, you would just insert a USB stick into your machine. It would show up within your machine's properties, and then you would just drag it onto the USB stick. But the reason I showed you how to open it in Canvas Online, it's a lot easier to transfer a file via Wi-Fi than have to mess about plugging in USB sticks and dragging the file on there. But you have choices. So I hope that clarifies the situation. Please give the video a thumbs up and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.